The lion's hidden strength in the heart of the African savanna, where golden grass stretched for miles and the distant roar of predators filled the night, a young lion named Kito struggled to find his place in the pride. Unlike his brothers, who roared with confidence and hunted with ease, Kito was quiet and observant. He often perched atop the highest rock, watching the herds of horses meet at their favorite water point. Groups of zebras panicking at the slightest provocation. Deers and gazelles grazing easily, oblivious of any dangers around. From his high point, he could learn their movements and study their instincts. His keen eyes took in details others missed, yet his quiet nature made the others dismiss him as weak. The sun bled across the sky in hues of crimson and amber as Kito watched his brothers engage in a casual afternoon hunt, capturing a gazelle in minutes in what seemed as an effortless battle. "This is what it means to be a lion, Kito," Tano sneered, not sitting on a rock like an old vulture. Laughter rippled through the pride, and Kito felt his heart sink. He lowered his eyes, and slowly walked away towards his favorite spot high on the rock. If only they could see what he saw, how the herds shifted before a storm, how the antelope sensed danger long before a lion could. But words meant nothing in a world ruled by strength. One day, the drought came, and the rivers shrank into muddy veins, cracked and dry. The once abundant herds vanished into the distance, chasing the promise of water. Hunger gripped the pride like a merciless claw. Day after day, the lions hunted, only to return empty-handed, their ribs pressing against their thinning fur. Even Tano, the strongest among them, could not change the fate. He led charge after charge, but the few animals left were too fast and too cautious. Their own desperation made them reckless, and every hunt ended in failure, with the lions too weak to keep up. Even the mighty King Django, their leader, grew weak, his steps slower, his voice raspier. One evening, as the pride huddled beneath the fading light, Kito climbed a steep outcrop, the wind pulling at his fur. His sharp eyes scanned the horizon. Then he saw it, a hidden water source deep within a canyon, shaded by ancient baobab trees. A small herd of zebras lingered near the edge, sipping cautiously, their ears twitching with unease. His heart pounded. This was their chance. Summoning his courage, Kito padded toward King Django, whose golden mane had lost its luster. "I know where we can find food," he said, his voice steady despite the fear in his chest. The pride turned. Tano scoffed. "What could you possibly know? You are no hunter." Kito met his brother's gaze, unyielding. "I have watched and I have learned. The zebras gather at dusk, in a canyon shaded from the sun. If we wait there instead of chasing blindly, we can ambush them." A tense silence followed. Then, to everyone's surprise, King Django nodded. "We follow Kito's plan." Tano's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. Once the evening came, Kito led the pride through the whispering grasses, their paws silent against the earth. The canyon loomed ahead, a jagged wound in the landscape. Shadows pooled beneath the trees as the zebras arrived, their slender legs shifting nervously. Kito signaled, and the lions spread out, bodies tense, muscles coiled like springs. The zebras quickly sensed danger, panicked and began to run away, giving the lions a perfect chance to pounce. The pride lunged as one, a golden wave crashing upon the unsuspecting prey. The lions gathered together, to enjoy their meal after several days without anything in their stomachs. As the lions feasted, Django's gaze rested on Kito. "Tonight, you have proven that true strength is not just in claws and fangs, but in wisdom." From that day on, Kito was no longer an outcast. He became the pride's strategist, the one who led them through hardship, guiding them with knowledge instead of brute force. Tano, though still fierce, now fought with Kito at his side, their rivalry replaced with mutual respect. Kito had not roared the loudest, nor struck the hardest, but he had changed the fate of his pride with the strength of his mind. He had shown them that the sharpest weapon a lion could wield was not its claws, but its intelligence. The end. Like, subscribe and share.